Shanna, you all set, ready to go?
Hi, Ray. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my slide to come up. There we go. Can you hear me?
Got you loud and clear.
All right. So I'm Shanna Drake. I'm a field rep from Kentucky. I've been doing this. It'll be 18 years next month. So I've been doing this for a while. When the pandemic hit, we had to come up with a different way, or I thought I needed to come up with a different way to communicate with the employees. So what I did, I started having district monthly employee virtual meetings or trainings. I am having a little trouble getting my slide to advance. No, there's a delay. It's not.
Tap on the screen once, try that, and if not, there you go. You're off and running.
All right, it did it. It went too far.
Yeah. Now you're back.
All right. So the benefits and obstacles of monthly virtual employee meetings. Okay, so in this presentation, what we're going to see is some Kentucky agriculture statistics, the background of the Kentucky Conservation Districts, the role of the Kentucky Division of Conservation, and the virtual district employee meeting ins and outs. Here are some Kentucky ag statistics, and this is according to the 2017 Census of Agriculture. You can see there are over 75,000 farms in Kentucky, and 97% of those are family farms. The most produced crops in Kentucky in 2017, we had over 2 million acres of forage and almost 2 million acres of soybeans and over 1 million acres of corn. The livestock inventory at the end of 2017, Kentucky is has a big poultry industry. We had nearly 60 million broilers, layers, pullets, and turkeys. We also had over 2 million head of cattle and calves. Okay. The delay is killing me. Okay, here's a picture of row crops in Kentucky. On the left, you're going to see a corn harvest. On the right is a soybean harvest. The farming operations are going strong right now in Kentucky. It's a beautiful day, about 80 degrees, so there's probably a lot of corn being shelled today. The background of Kentucky Conservation Districts. Kentucky has 120 counties. We have 121 conservation districts. One of our counties, Logan County, has 2 conservation districts. Actually, the southern part of Logan County organized the first conservation district in 1941. Later, the North Logan organized our last conservation district. The 121st was Henderson County, and it was organized in 1954. Kentucky has 38 watershed conservancy districts. 30 of those are in the western half of the state. So the role of the Kentucky DOC and the duties of the field representatives. The DOC administers the Kentucky State Cost Share Program and provides assistance to Kentucky's conservation districts and watershed conservancy districts. Some of the duties of the field staff: we participate in board meetings, we provide administrative and technical assistance to the districts as needed, we assist with supervisor training, and we do a district employee training once per year. This is a map of the field representative areas. My area is the yellow area. I have 18 counties. I have that county, Logan County, that has 2 districts. So I have 19 conservation districts. The star indicates where our offices are located. All right, leading up to the virtual employee meetings, prior to the pandemic, the field reps were in offices. We still have office locations even though we're telecommuting. We could go to in-person board meetings. We could provide in-person office assistance as needed. We could have in-person employee trainings, and we attended in-person DOC staff meetings. The picture there is of the staff meeting that I held last year at my office in Butler County. During the pandemic, the field staff is telecommuting. We discourage in-person board meetings. Even if the boards have in-person meetings, we do not attend those meetings, and we encourage and utilize video conferencing. So the mechanics of my virtual meetings. We meet on the first Tuesday of the month. There are no other board meetings for my 18 counties on that day, so we have a consistent date. There's no board meeting conflicts, and I avoid Fridays if at all possible. I'm not a fan of Friday meetings. The time, we meet at 9 a.m. Central Time. We have a consistent time. That's not too early if the employees need to drop their kids off at school or check email or return phone calls. They have a little bit of time to do that. And then I'm time zone specific. We meet at 9 Central. 17 of my counties are in the Central Time Zone and 1 is in the Eastern Time Zone. So I have to be conscientious about being time zone specific. The overall employee participation in these meetings, and this is a compilation of all the meetings, 18 Conservation District administrative employees have participated, 4 Conservation District technical employees. There have been 3 DOC staff, including myself, 2 NRCS staff members, and then there's possible other listeners that I don't know about that I can't see. So the trainings that we have had and will possibly have in the future, you can see July, August, September, October. That meeting was just yesterday. We discussed ag districts. The November training, being consistent, is going to fall on a state holiday. So I'm just going to cancel that, not reschedule, to stay with consistency. And then in December, we will do reporting or navigating the DOC website. The benefits to the field staff employee. So we address issues early before they become problems. We talk about the things that are on their mind. The district staff helps each other. There are less emails and phone calls to me because we get together once a month. Everyone hears the same information. I'm not telling somebody one thing and then a day later telling somebody else. We all hear it at the same time. I learn what training is needed by listening to the folks. I can gauge what they need. I can see where the strengths are. I can see who knows what, who is better at some things, who can help others. And then they teach me things. I don't do their job I don't do their job. So I learn from them. The benefits to the districts. There's no travel expenses. They don't have mileage and meals for a virtual meeting. There's less out of office time. They don't have to travel, so they might have to close the office, but it would be for a short time to have the meeting. They're better trained employees. Getting together once a month at a virtual meeting, they are better trained. There's less excuses not to participate in the meetings or the trainings. Some of the employees don't like to travel, so there's neither of those things with a virtual meeting. They get to network with other district employees. They have the ability to gain new insight and ideas from others. And then there's the employee job satisfaction. I think that employees who are satisfied with their job can do a better job, and there's better retention, hopefully. Some of the benefits according to the districts, I won't read all of these to you, but the first one is a new employee less than a year. And she said, for me, being new, it's good to meet everyone and put a face with a name. Everything has been very informative and made the transition easier for me. The second one on there is probably about a 30-year employee, and she said provides an opportunity to discuss problems and solutions that others may be experiencing. Some of the obstacles with virtual meetings and trainings. Office interruptions. Somebody might walk in or the phone may ring, and that's something that you would just have to deal with. The lack of equipment. They may not have a camera on their laptop, something like that, or outdated equipment. some technical difficulties. The software or an app maybe needs to be updated, or the camera won't work. I've had both of these things happen to me, where I had to restart my computer to make the camera work. And right before a meeting, we utilize Zoom for this and our DOC staff meetings, and I've had to do an update before I could join the meeting. You don't know who's listening. That's another thing. So you need to be conscientious. If somebody is fussing about, another agency or something like that, you're not sure who is listening, because you may not always be able to see everybody. So you need to be respectful. And then recording the meetings is another obstacle. It's a large file, and how to get that out to the folks after it is recorded. I typically don't record. I have recorded one, but just to keep the dialogue open and allow them to speak freely, I typically don't record the meetings. The final thoughts: be consistent with your date and your time to get in the rhythm of having these meetings. Give advance notice. I schedule these meetings about a week out, so they have time to put it on their calendar. Send a training reminder. This week I sent the reminder the morning of the meeting, and I had somebody that said, I forgot. They probably came in late. So I've learned from that. I'll need to send the training reminder the day before. Don't be stressed about the participation. If everybody can't join in on a day, that's okay. They have other things going on, but pay attention to the ones who never participate, and encourage them to get involved. Allow them time to network in the meeting. Give them time to chit chat and get to know one another. And don't allow the meeting to be too long. You don't want them to dread the next meeting. Okay, that's it for me.